Hey everyone, it's Neselle. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune into this video, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Neselle, but you can go ahead and call me Ness. I am just your typical Bath & Body Works hoarder and obsessor, adorer, whatever you call it. I love Bath & Body Works. I have been collecting their products for several years now, but it's only recently that I've started to really hone in on my Bath & Body Works addiction and religiously follow their collection lines and their upcoming releases and so on and so forth. So basically, if you just love Bath & Body Works and Victoria's Secret, candles, home fragrances, etc., this is the place to be. Personally, I am beyond excited for this video because this video marks the very first fall themed video on my channel, and the fact that it's from Bath & Body Works, you guys know, it's my favorite time of the year, and the fact that we're quickly approaching my favorite time of the year, I cannot ask for more. It kind of bothers me though, because this year literally has been going so quickly, I can't even believe that we're already approaching the beginning of August. Where did 2018 go? Because I don't know. I wanted to take advantage of the buy two get two free candle promotion that Bath & Body Works is doing on their 3-wick candles, and so I do have 4 candles here to show you guys. This is only 4 of the 20 candles that I want to purchase for this season. I literally made a list and I wrote down all of the scents that I want to at least smell in the store, and then some scents that I do want to eventually purchase. Yup. Yep, this is my list right here. I do have 4 crossed off this list, so I probably have maybe I don't know, 15 to 20 more to go, so eventually we will get there. But as of right now, I do have 4 to show you guys, and with that being said, these are the fragrances that I know are staple scents for me for the fall season. These scents that I purchased, I definitely just will burn in September. These are basically going to act as my transitional fragrances. So I do have 1 brand new scent. It's new to me, it's new to Bath & Body Works, so I'm excited to review that for you guys, at least on cold. And then stay tuned, because as I continue to burn through these candles and go through them, I will be posting individual candle reviews on my channel, because I know some of you guys have requested that from me as well. So also, side note, really quick side note, if you guys are interested, I'm actually going to be reviewing my review on the waffle cone candle. So as you can tell, I did finish it up. So if you're interested to see my thoughts on this candle, then definitely stay tuned for that video, because that video is coming shortly. Okay, so let me stop talking. I feel like that was quite an intro. The first one's just a given. Pumpkin apple. It's just your typical generic pumpkin apple fragrance. Literally every single candle company has some sort of rendition of a pumpkin apple scent, and that's just because it is such a perfect transitional fragrance. When I think of apples, I immediately think of September specifically, and that's because that's the month where apple picking begins. But also, apples, just for me, they are basically representative of just the perfect transitional time from summer to fall, because they're fruity, but they can also be mixed in with a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of clove, a little bit of spice, giving it that fall ambiance to it. So that's why I'm oh my gosh, apples is equivalent to September for me. So I get this every single year, specifically for the month of September. So I'm so excited. Really quick though, review of the packaging. I absolutely love the labels. I know lately a lot of people have been hit or miss with the Bath & Body Works labels. I personally really like this collection. This is the collection with the almost cartoony, realistic labels. You have the pumpkin here in the center that almost looks realistic. It almost looks like an actual pumpkin, but it isn't. It's definitely cartoony, and the apples here are definitely cartoony. And then you have the leaf here that's red foil. It matches the red wax color. And you guys, I died when I saw these lids. I legit died. Do you see that? I'm trying not to blind you guys. But look at that. They are pumpkins embossed on the lid. They're just so pretty. I love them. So the scent notes on this candle are red delicious apple, fall pumpkin, fresh ground cinnamon, and clove buds. And that's exactly what this fragrance smells like. You do get apple. Apple is the predominant note in here, but it's definitely fresh cut up apples with sprinkles of cinnamon and nutmeg. Or not nutmeg, I'm sorry. Clove. Clove is what I'm smelling? Yeah, it's definitely clove. I don't know where I got nutmeg from, but yeah, so this is exactly what that is. This next candle is another one of my all-time favorites, and that is in leaves. So the candles in this particular collection have the bronzed checkerboard lids, as you can see here, and then they also have, as for the label, it's kind of like two pictures combined into one collage, and then you have the name here in the middle. So that is what this looks like. I personally really like the concept of this label, but I feel like on some fragrances the pictures don't complement each other too well, but this one they do, because you have the same general colors, leaves changing colors, and it's like they're all basically yellow based. So it ties in really well with the bronze lid in my opinion, and then the white wax is just a really nice accent color to it. So aesthetics wise, I personally really like this. I think everything just tied really well together. And the scent notes are crisp red apple, golden nectar, and warm clove spice. So this scent is just amazing. It's just what leaves has always smelled like. For me personally, it hasn't changed over the years. I know some people will probably disagree with me on that, but personally I just feel like leaves has just always been leaves. And it's such a distinct scent from Bath & Body Works. When I smell this candle, it's just, my mind just goes to Bath & Body Works. Like, I'm sure Yankee Candle has a scent that is very, very, very similar to this, but it's just when I smell this, I just think of Bath & Body Works. Like, Bath & Body Works did a phenomenal job with this particular fragrance, and ever since it released, I have just been purchasing it every single fall season, and this is the candle that I burn roughly in like the end of September, but in the beginning of October. So funny thing is, I actually snapped a picture of these 4 candles that I purchased, and I sent it to my fiance, and he was actually really intrigued with this candle and what it smelled like. Quick side note, if you guys don't follow me on my personal Instagram, my fiance is currently not here with me because he is in the service, so he is out of state doing his own thing. So unfortunately, he's not here with me to like smell the candles for himself, but he was really intrigued as to what leaves smells like, and I basically told him it smells like apples with some cinnamon sprinkled in there. But it just smells really good, and we have similar, very, very similar taste buds and scent buds, so I'm very sure that he's gonna love this candle as well. This next candle I was really intrigued about, and that is in Pumpkin Patch. Now this is in the same collection as Leaves, as you can tell by the bronzed checkerboard lid and the duo picture collage here with the label. And this label I like again because you have like 2 different perspectives of a pumpkin patch. You have this wide view, and then you have this like zoomed in focused view of the pumpkins, and then that's your wax color. It's just a really like nice dark burnt orange type of color. The fragrance notes are bright orange pumpkin, autumn spice blend, and rich molasses. So this particular fragrance, when I first saw it, I was like, pumpkin patch. I was like, back in the day, like back in the Slatkin & Co. days with Bath & Body Works, they had a pumpkin patch candle. So I was like, is this pumpkin patch like coming back? Now I know pumpkin patch back then was a Harry Slatkin fragrance, so the scent oils wouldn't be necessarily the same exact formula as they were, or as it was back in the day. They're probably reformulated a little bit, so I wasn't expecting it to smell exactly like that. But from what I'm smelling and from what I'm hearing across social media, this is actually just a repackage of Heirloom Pumpkin, and it's also a repackage of Pumpkin Carving from last year's Halloween season, I believe. So this scent is really spicy, but it's also just very, very home fragrance appropriate. Like, this is your type of candle where people would be like, it smells like craft store. That's what this smells like. But if you want to go into detail, you definitely do get a pumpkin, and it's like the spicy aspect to this candle, it's not from the pumpkin fragrance. It's actually from that autumn spice blend that's in here. And then it says rich molasses, which, I mean, I guess I can get it slightly, but I'm not truly getting it on cold. So this one I'm really intrigued to burn and see what it smells like. Like I said, this isn't really a gourmand fragrance. This is definitely more on like home fragrance candle that you would light up in the living room type of thing. So I'm really excited to burn this, but this is not from what I'm smelling, to me personally, it's not a repackage or a re-release of the Slatkin pumpkin patch. This one's reformulated and it smells a little bit different. And the last candle that I got is the brand new candle to Bath & Body Works, and it's also brand new to me, of course. And this one is in Pumpkin Peanut Brittle. You guys know I had to stick some sort of gourmand fragrance in here that was like bakery, vanilla type of candle. So this is in the same collection as Pumpkin Apple. So you have the same bronze, or not bronze, you have the same embossed lid with the pumpkins on it. And this scent, the notes are crunchy caramel brittle, salty peanuts, and toasted pumpkin seeds. So when people smell this, they just think of butter overload. Like, it's just really, really insanely buttery. But there's something to it that just makes it like mouth-watering to me. And a lot of people have alluded this candle to smelling similar to what a Ritz cracker is, because it's like sweet and salty. But then some people say like you just don't get pumpkin in here. So for me personally, I do get a smooth buttery fragrance, and then I also do get a peanut fragrance in there. And it's almost like the peanuts have like salt added to them. Like, you can definitely get the salt. So when it says salty peanuts in the fragrance notes, like, they're not kidding. Like, it's definitely salty peanuts. But something about this fragrance just smells very creamy, very buttery, but also very crunchy and decadent at the same time. And it smells really good. As far as toasted pumpkin seeds, I do get the slightest hint of a toasty fragrance to it, but I don't think what I'm smelling is also pumpkin. I really don't get pumpkin in here. I just really get that sweet caramelized scent, and also like that buttery note, and then the salty peanut note in there. And it is toasted. Like, there is a toasty fragrance to this, but I just don't necessarily get pumpkin. So that is what I think of Pumpkin Peanut Brittle. This one I'm definitely going to burn right away so I can go ahead and review it for you guys, because I'm really intrigued to see what that one smells like when it's burning. So those are all the candles that I purchased so far. These are my first 4. Like I said, stay tuned, because as I burn through these guys, I'm going to be posting individual reviews on them. So probably the first one I'm going to burn is Pumpkin Peanut Brittle, because I'm the most excited for this fragrance. So hopefully you're as good as you are on cold. I know one of the associates in the store, they didn't really like this fragrance, so that's what I'm saying. Like, it's either hit or miss with a lot of people, but I personally really, really love it. I apologize if I'm a little bit tired and I started to not make sense towards the end. I feel like by the time I'm done filming, I just feel so burnt out that I don't really remember what I mentioned or what I said. So I apologize for that, but I did just come back from a family dinner, so I'm a little bit exhausted. I hope you guys are doing well. Please let me know which fall candles you guys are most excited about, because I mean, hey, I have a hefty list here, but I can always add to the list. Take care, and I will talk to you guys very, 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 very soon. Peace.